before I get anything started, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, let's get right into it, guys. Season 4, Episode 12, Chapter 69, Men of Honor. And now, I must say, in this episode, man, there's a lot of things going on, you guys. First off, let's start with Archie and his mess with his Uncle Fred. Uncle Frank. Now, as we all know, Uncle Frank was in the army. You know, I believe he was in the Vietnam War at one point. And so today, an old friend of his came by, Ted Bishop. Now, Ted Bishop served with Frank, and from what I can tell, he was nothing but, if ever, was nothing but bad news. Now, Archie's naivete did not make him believe this at first. So he actually literally invites Ted Bishop over for dinner, and not knowing the magnitude of this man, who he truly is. It's not until shit hits the fan, and by shit hitting the fan, I'm talking about him trying to murder Frank. Now, Archie grabs one of the frying pans and hits Ted over the damn skull with it. Now, Ted, in my opinion, has a damn skull of steel because he took a fucking hit from the frying pan and keeps going. So that makes Frank spills his guts out to Archie and says, "Look, after I got out of the war, after the war, Ted created a security firm, private security firm. Frank worked for him, and now Ted is back to actually tie up the loose ends, or however you want to word it. And he damn near succeeds in doing so because at school, he fucking is almost on the verge of choking Archie the fuck out. When Kevin comes in, he tosses Kevin across the damn lockers, knocks him out cold, and luckily Frank is there to actually save the day with a damn trophy, the one thing that's blunt enough to knock him the hell out. So I thought that was pretty dope. Now, Archie tells Frank, look, just turn yourself in, and that'll be the end of it. Because, Ted kept saying, look, all bets are off, which I'm pretty sure I am assuming correctly when I say that can't be good. And in most cases, it never is nothing to play around about. So, obviously, Frank does not listen to the teenager. He begins to flee towards Alaska, leave Riverdale. And so, Ted, due to FP's help, because he's faced a few mercenaries in his day. Great experience to have during this situation. And he goes away. Ted goes away. And Frank leaves as well, leaving Archie by himself, and I'm sure he learned valuable lessons from his Uncle Frank. And basically, Archie's a man of honor. Moving on, Veronica goes to New York with her parents. They say it's a business trip, but really, Hiram and Hermione are looking for, going to go see a specialist in New York because he has a neuromuscular disorder, or I should say disease. Hiram does. I'm thinking either MS or ALS, but I'm thinking it's MS. And but then also this gives Veronica a chance to actually catch up with her old friend Katy Keene, who is going to be having her own show. By the way, Lucy Hale did a great job. She tells Ronnie about her mother, which ties into the end of the episode and stuff like that in some way. And also, she asks Veronica about her and Archie. They're trying a long distance thing because Veronica got accepted into Bernard. She went back to Veronica Lodge until further notice. And let's moving on. Bughead. They're going up against Brett. Pretty much a 3 stages of hell kind of thing format. First match, fencing match. Second match, brawl, which obviously Jughead wins with one damn punch. So to break the tiebreaker, they have to play chess. Now, I love the tag team between mother and daughter. Alice and Betty look for, those tapes because, as we all know, Mr. Chipping was killed. They ruled it a suicide, and it's never a suicide in Riverdale. Let's be honest. Mrs. Chipping, she says, look, I just wrote in his last book. He was done. So how could this be a suicide? Because she doesn't believe that he slept with one of his students. She can't believe that he had an affair, right? And so while Jughead is playing games with Brett, it gives them a distraction to go down to the basement to look at all the Skull and Quills games and tournaments. But really, Brett was just like, look, man, those are nothing but the tournament tapes. But Betty from from Donna. Now, mind you, Donna told Betty at one point that she was assaulted by Mr. Chipping or someone at Stonewall Prep. Turns out they realized that they should have been keeping their eyes on Donna and not on Brett. You know, it's like a flank. It's like a classic flank maneuver here. I found that to be really interesting. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. Like, what do you guys think? And also, Moose was a part of it as well because if it wasn't for Mr. Chipping, he was actually the one who suggested that Moose get into football and go into the army. So that's how Moose ties in there. And so when Mr. Chipping got word of Moose banging a chick or banging someone in the dorm, Brett used that to his advantage to get him kicked out of Mr. Chipping's good graces. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. What you guys think of tonight's episode? Peace and love.